This is Parkour Reborn. And this is me. With about 600 playtime hours and the maximum rank you can get in the game, I would consider myself addicted. Even though I'm level 160 and above the average skill level, I still get called noob a lot. So to change that, I will be playing this game for 24 hours. But here's the catch. I have to be in third person. Why? I don't know. Before we can start doing anything, we need to make a plan. If I was just doing nothing for the whole 24 hours, I would probably lose my sanity within like the first 2 hours. That's why I've set up a couple challenges for me to complete. But for right now, let's just focus on getting used to third person. For the next 24 hours, I'm gonna be in third person. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. Yeah, this is gonna be a strange challenge. Off the bat, I realized that this challenge was not going to be easy. I was dying left and right to things I wouldn't usually die to, which kind of pissed me off. At this point, not even an hour and a half into the challenge, and I feel like I could give up already. But I kept going because I know I'll get used to it at some point, right? I started hour 2 looking strong and confident. Shortly after the first hour, I got my first global combo, and I felt like I was starting to get the hang of things. I didn't have much planned for the first 2 to 3 hours of the challenge, so I was just free running and trying to get used to this unfamiliar third-person gameplay. Hour 3 is when things start to get interesting. I started doing the first challenge on my list, which was the time trials. I had to beat all the platinum time trials in third person. Now this was no easy task, obviously, and it usually takes me 2 hours normally to complete all of them. I started with the easiest time trials, first starting with Crystal, then gradually started doing the harder ones because that's just like common sense. After a little while, I got this run.
That was a green screen effect.
Second plat I'm gonna do is vestibule. Let's do glass next.
He was running for no parkour, jumping up.
You know, let's do Genesis. You know what? Why not do solar? Why not? I didn't really do much in the last 20 to 30 minutes of hour 3, but while I was free running, I could see an obvious change in skill level. Maybe I am getting better at this. In hour 4, not much really happened. I completed a few more time trials in Derwick and Fragment, and that's pretty much it. I was slowly but surely getting better and better at third-person gameplay, and was getting a lot more combos than I was before. Here are some of the main clips of the things that happened in hour 4. Wait, new record? I didn't think I would do it that fast. Well, I guess this reveals a new challenge, which is to beat 2 to 4 of my time trial player bests. Anyway, back to the montage. Wait, did I read that right?
Yes.
Holy shit, sub 7? Sub 7 on Gale is not easy in the first place, but in third person is insane. We can now cross off that challenge, but I can still go for some PBs on some other trials for fun if I want to. And that commences hour 4. Hour 5 was nothing interesting. Mostly just free running and me talking to myself. I don't think there's much to talk about other than that I was actually starting to think that third person was making me better. Anyway, on to hour 6. Hour 6 is when I started doing my first type of social entertainment, which is live streaming. Oh, and also, I forgot to tell you that I have actually been listening to music this entire time. I just turned off the sound in OBS. Anyway, back to the live stream. For some reason, the music wouldn't work, and yes, I've tried turning it on again after I turned it off for the recording. So basically, for the first 20 to 30 minutes, it's just me trying to figure out how to get the music started. This is when went downhill. I lowered my screen out of range because I was doing things in my browser when I changed my scene to the brain-routed one. For some ungodly reason, I had this horrific thing saved in my OBS as a scene. And for some ungodly reason, people loved it. When I turned it off, they started begging to put it on again. Then I had the brilliant idea to play music on my phone, but I would have to turn my microphone up all the way for people to hear it. Here's a clip of how the live stream looked like after I did all of this. Squash, would you rather swing grab? Yeah, I know. And the worst part about it is that people I actually know started joining as well. So it was basically just public humiliation. Yeah, I kinda lost the file for hour 7, so I don't know what to say other than let's just skip to hour 8. Starting at hour 8, I hit a dead spot in my recordings. If you're wondering what that means, it's basically just a spot in my recordings where I got discouraged and didn't talk or do any challenges. So this is what most of hour 8 through 10 looked like. Your popsicle's melting! I know. Pretty boring. I even got so bored that I started listening to YouTube videos while I was playing. Also, shout out to King Sam a lot. You're like hella entertaining. This idea didn't really last long though, because I found out that this would ruin the whole recording up, and I couldn't really double task in the first place. So if you don't mind, in the sake of my sanity editing this, and your sanity watching this, let's just skip through them. In hour 11, I started doing more of the time trials I hadn't finished yet, and actually crossed some off. If you haven't noticed by now, I'm pretty sick recording this, so my voice may sound a little bit different than it was earlier. Here's the clips from hour 11. Hour 12 is yet another absolute nothing burger. I promise you I'll start doing more things later on. But right now, I'm just waiting for my friend to get on so I can talk with somebody. Another issue is that I didn't record the Discord audio, so you'll just have to deal with me being a schizo. I guess because I didn't do anything in hour 12, let's just go to hour 13. In hour 13, I joined my first Discord VC of the challenge, but it definitely won't be my last. Again, I didn't record my Discord audio sadly, so I'll be talking to myself. The VC was pretty fun overall until people started spamming soundboards. I would have shown you guys a clip of what it sounded like, but I didn't record the Discord audio, of course. I left it around the halfway point of hour 13 and didn't do much afterwards. I plan to do some challenges at hour 14 and 15, so stay tuned. Hour 15 is when my friend finally got on and we got to do some races. Here's some clips of what happened during hour 15.
No, baby. Why you just grappled onto me?
Free win! During hour 18, I spun a wheel that would decide what gear I was using for the next 1 hours of the challenge. The two options were mag rail and grappler. And no, I'm not using the unupgraded versions or doing gearless. Bro, what the hell was that? Well, guess I'm using grappler for the next hour. By this point, it's like 10 in the morning and I haven't slept yet. My brain is slowly dissipating from staring at the screen for so long. Actually, I just realized something. Why am I doing this? I mean, I know I'm doing it for content, but staying up for 24 hours is like horrible for me. There's only 5 hours left in the challenge. I can't give up now. For now, I'll just have to push through. After an hour of painstakingly slow gameplay with grappler, I finally got to spin again. If you're wondering why I'm so bad on grappler, it's because after the release of 1.5, aka the release of Magrail, I stopped using grappler. So at this point, it's been a couple months since I played grappler, therefore I'm extremely rusty. Let's freaking go. Finally back to my main game. Well, that was rude just cutting me off, wasn't it? Hour 21 was mostly just me and voice chats to stay entertained. I did some races because I was bored, so here's some clips.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
See that? Right there? That's an outline of a person. Guess what? Do you think I'm gonna lose or not? I think I'm gonna lose it. If you guessed that I was gonna lose, you're right. I did lose. You see that right there? See? 17, 20. Anyway, face rip time. Ah, I'm just kidding. I lied. This is it, the final home stretch. The final 2 hours before I can finally log off and sleep. Besides that point, one of my friends, Perfectionist, logged on, and I really wanted to race him to prove that I've gotten better in third person. But real shit though, the day I'm recording this, I just figured out that I got playtester. So Perf, if you're seeing this, congrats dude, I'm really proud. Anyway, let's see if I beat him or not. Everything was going smoothly until, for some reason, Nightplay showed up. And yes, that Nightplay. The invented Wumpy Shrimp Nightplay. Basically the best player in the game Nightplay. So now I was basically getting double teamed on, and I had even a smaller chance of winning against these guys. But you never know. Maybe I jinxed it. So basically, here's a rundown of what just happened if you didn't understand. So while I'm doing all this stuff and running here, you can see their outline. You can see like over there. So as I'm going over here, you can see Nightplay is about to get it, but he falls. See, he falls on the pad. And then you can also see Perfectionist about to get it, but he barely misses. You see that? And he falls and he dies. And I get there first.
So that's a rundown of what happened.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.